Hey everyone, it's Leanne Rhodes. It's about 8:50 at night. So listen, every Wednesday from now until whenever the world comes to an end, I am going to talk and give you guys a little bit of a message from my story. I'm going to share a quick little blurb from my book for those who haven't read it. And I'm just going to leave you with a quick message because that's what I feel like part of my purpose on this earth is to do, is just give you a little snippet of the inside of what's happened with me and my story, and hopefully have you walk away feeling a little bit of inspired or empowered if you match any of the same situations that I've ever gone through. So, hello, Serial. So listen, if you're watching live, can you just drop me a 1 below? And some people will be watching the replay. So if they watch the replay of this, comment below a 2. I love to see who's watching me. Tell me what state you're in if you're watching. I like to see who's watching from all different states. So tell me, where are you watching from? So listen, I want to first, before I read my story, a little piece of my story tonight, if you haven't got this book, number one, you should get it because you know who I am. So you can say you know an author, right? So Rise Up, Shine On is a book that I wrote and published in July. It is a true story about my life. Every single thing in it is true. So even some people, when you read it, you're like, no way. Yes way. It's all true. And it's every chapter in my book has a positive motivational message, a quote in the beginning of every chapter that goes with that chapter or speaks volumes to me as a person and hopefully inspires you guys. So by the time you're done my book, I want you to feel like, wow, if Leanne can do it, I can do it. If she's such a positive person now and has turned her life around, like, I definitely can do this too. So if you ever felt like you're in a rut or you're in a hard place in your life, or you just like to read about people you know, that's my connections week. Hopefully it fixes itself soon. But if you've ever been like in a hard place, like, this is your book. If you just want to read just to get an inside piece of what my life's like, then this is your book to read. Real quick, I'll tell you the website where you can get it so I can sign you a copy, and then we're going to get into reading. If you don't have a copy, it's www.designingsthelifeyoulove.com. Okay, so that's www.designingsthelifeyoulove.com, or send me a Facebook message and I'll send you the link in there if you can't figure out how to get it, and I can sign it and mail it to you. So anyway, here is my story. It's called Rise Up, Shine On. She needed a hero, so that's what she became. So every chapter, like I said, has different quotes. Back in the wintertime, or in the fall, I should say, I started reading blurbs from it, and we stopped at chapter 5. So today we're going to be on chapter 6. I'm only going to read you a little blurb. Chapter 6 starts to get very dark in my life, a very, very dark place. I was in 5th grade, so 4th or 5th, I think 4th. So the part I'm going to read you today, I'm in 4th grade. Very dark place. But I love chapter 6 because it's my all-time favorite. And I just spoke at a book retreat this weekend, and I told them my all-time favorite quote is from chapter 6. It's my favorite one, okay? So let me read you what chapter 6 quote is. I love this one. You own everything that happened to you. Tell your stories. If people wanted you to write warmly about them, they should have behaved better. Love it. Comment below a 3 if you love that quote. Oh my gosh, I love this. If you love that too just as much as I do, comment below a 3. You own everything that happens to you. Tell your stories. If people wanted you to write warmly about them, they should have behaved better. Love it. Drop the mic, okay? All right, so I'm going to read you just a little blurb because I can't give the whole story away. So it was a rainy day, and I had gone to school and got a ride to school from one of my little friends, because usually I was a walker to school, and you're going to see what happened, okay? All right, so this is my stepmom talking to me in this part of the book. Are we ready? All right, the door swung open, and Elaine filled the frame with her hands on her hip. Who told you that you could get a ride to school? Elaine hissed. What do you mean? Leanne's mind was racing. Do you mean Sarah? Sarah's mom said she'd take me because it was raining, Leanne replied in a steady voice, confident that this would clear up the misunderstanding and calm Elaine down. Don't you dare sass me, Leanne. I will not have it. I cannot believe you think you can do whatever you want all the time. You're a child. I'm a grown-up. You need to get that straight in your head. Leanne felt disoriented and went to explain again that she and Sarah walked to school every single day together. As she went to speak, a slash of pain flamed upon her cheek. The breath constricted in her chest, and she stumbled backwards onto her bed. There you go, trying to sass me again, Elaine interrupted. Leanne's thoughts, her voice rising. I can see you're thinking about what the next smart-ass thing that's going to come out of your mouth is going to be. Leanne now noticed that Elaine was holding a wooden spoon in her right hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Leanne stuttered. Oh, yeah? You're going to be sorry when I'm done with you. Elaine was now screaming as she grabbed a chunk of Leanne's hair with one hand and hit her again with the other hand. I'm not putting up with this shit. Not in my house. I'm going to have too many children to take care of to worry about this ridiculous stuff. Elaine yelled as she released Leanne's hair and pushed her on the bed. For a moment, Elaine paused to catch her breath and to rub her growing belly as if it was bothering her. And the next moment, she lunged for Leanne. Leanne instinctively rolled over on the bed to her stomach to shield her face. Leanne continued smacking Leanne as she lay face down, holding her with one hand, beating her with the metal spatula and the wooden one that had already split in half from beating her on her back. Tears filled Leanne's eyes as she felt the cuts split her back open. She could hear Elaine cursing her with every blow. And I'm going to stop there. There's more in that chapter. There's more. So that is a part of me as a fourth grader. And I taught fourth grade. And Madison was in fourth grade last year. So I have a confession that I want to tell you. And I don't know if any other parent is like this, but this is something I struggle at from being a victim of somebody who was severely physically abused as a child. And if anybody's on here watching and you have felt like this before, I want you to comment below and let me know. Like, comment below a 4 if you feel what I'm getting ready to tell you. My biggest fear when I became a parent is that I would end up going crazy if I tried to punish my daughter, and I would lose control like she lost control on me. I was so scared that if ever I went to smack her butt or to discipline Madison, that it would be extreme. And it would be to the point where I was beat. Has anybody ever struggled with that as a parent? That you went through a lot of really hard punishment as a child, and you were scared as a parent that you were going to be the same way? So I hope that I'm not the only one that feels that way. And so I will tell you, when John and I are raising Madison, it truly makes me not ever want to bust her on the butt, because I'm so scared that I would get so upset or be so in the moment and angry at what she did that I would end up hurting her. And I don't ever want that to ever happen. So I noticed that it has made me more, I wouldn't say a weaker parent where I don't discipline her, because I do. But as far as like smacking her on the butt, it rarely happened with her growing up. Rarely. I was more of the timeout girl because I never wanted to ever be like her. Never. And I didn't know if just because that's how I was raised, that's how automatically I would turn out as a parent. So I know that it's really affected me trying to raise Madison as a mom. So if anybody feels like that, I comment a 4, because I would love to know that I'm not alone. So on to a happier note, I want to give you guys some things to walk away with. Okay, if you have maybe been in a similar situation, maybe you have stuff that's going on, maybe you have stories that you could tell, whether it's your past, your current, a past relationship, things that have happened to you in your life. Listen, I am proof. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Those people who have put you in difficult situations, those people who have caused you pain, who have caused you emotional scars, physical scars, I want you to thank those people in your life. Thank them. And I know you're thinking, Leanne, you're nuts. I'm not nuts, okay? Listen, thank those people in your life because they showed you who you don't want to be. And just like my stepmom, she's shown me who I don't want to be. So thank those people in your life, because those people showed you your strength that you didn't even know that you would ever have at that moment of your weakness, okay? I don't want you to ever hold grudges. A lot of people are like, how do you not hate her? Listen to me. I don't hate anyone. Hate is a very strong word. I forgive them. And here's why. It's not that they deserve to be forgiven. It's not that they deserve the respect, just as I'm sure people in your life don't deserve it. But you know what? You forgive because, number one, that's what the Bible tells you to do. But number two, you forgive because you forgive for yourself so you can move on. It is so healing for you to wash your hands, forgive, bless, and release, and thank them on the way out of your life. Thank you for making me the person I am today. Thank you for seeing what I don't want to be. Thank you for seeing who I don't want to be with, if maybe it was a relationship you were in. Thank you. So thank those difficult people in your life because they deserve to be thanked. They've shown you strength that you didn't know you had. They've shown you so many other things. So thank them for, yourself, and forgive them for yourself so you can move on. Another thing, your scars, your emotional, your physical, they are proof that you've survived. You're alive. You're here. You're breathing. So those physical scars you have, those emotional scars you have, that pain that sometimes you hold, guess what? That's proof to let you see that you're human, but you're a survivor. You've survived through all those things. So I want you to realize that those scars, those are your battle wounds, man, and you own those. You own those. Tell people how you got that. Share your story. Share your pain and your hurt you've experienced. But share it as an inspiration to people so they can see that your story inspires people to see that, man, if she did it, I can do it. I can be a better person because she was. And I'm telling you, when you can let go of that negativity in your life, I'm telling you, it will make you a stronger individual. There is a lot of things that people do to people that hurt them and that physically scar them, mentally scar them for life. And as soon as you can realize that, man, those are blessings. Those scars that are embedded in you forever, that is your battle wounds to be proud of, man. Be proud of those, because without those, you would have never known how strong you are as an individual, okay? So listen, don't be scared to tell your story of who it's going to hurt. If people wanted you to talk nicely about them, guess what? Go back to my chapter. They should have behaved better. So don't ever be scared to tell your story. If your story inspires others to be amazing in their life, or just to pick up the pieces when they're broken, go tell your story. Don't ever be scared that you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. They should have behaved better if they wanted you to talk nicely about them. So don't forget to forgive for yourself and to thank those people who put you in those difficult times, because they've shown you what it means, what true strength and true resilience means in your life. Okay, so that's my message to you. You can read my book all you want and see that I've endured a lot. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't hold grudges. I don't hate anyone, not anyone in my life. And I'm a better person because of it. And you can do that too. So if you have a story to tell it. Go tell it. Go motivate people. If you like my book, I would love for you to read my book. So get a copy. I would love to sign a little copy, a little note to you and mail it out to you. So that's about my book. I wanted to tell you why I'm so happy today. Can I just tell you, off topic now, we're done book talk really quick. Here's why I'm so excited. My team hit $125,000 in team sales in the month of January. That's pretty badass. Pretty badass. We broke a record for our team. Our team's never done that. So our team is growing strong, super excited, proud of them. Wanted to give them a shout out. Wanted to shout out Amber, who won my contest tonight, and Shannon Fowler, who just won an iPad for me tonight. Congratulations to you. I'm super proud of you guys. So if you're anybody on my team's watching, I love you. Anybody who would like to have 100% Leanne's motivation and inspiration in her life, guess what? You can, because kits are on sale. So if you want to work alongside me on a team that makes money and has an amazing sisterhood, the kits 60% off, plus a bonus 30% off, plus 50% off anything you want out of the catalog for an entire month. What? So yeah, get with me if you're ready to change your life, yo. That's Cassidy Bybee's message. I love hers. So yeah, I just wanted to shout that out. give you guys a message from my book. And next Wednesday, I'll come with you for another message from my book. So next week will be chapter 7, and I'll give you a little inspiration that goes with that chapter 7. So have a fantastic Wednesday night, guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.